Coronation Street spoilers, 11 big new clues in the Who Pushed Ken Barlow mystery. Ken Barlow has been left for dead in Coronation Street and someone with a grudge pushed him. In the week which follows, brand new secrets and motives are set to come to light as viewers start to piece the clues together to find out who could have made an attempt on Ken's life. With Ken fearing for his safety and not trusting his family fully, the whole clan and others are under suspicion. And each episode will throw up new hints that will take us closer to the culprit. Here's a roundup of several big things we are about to learn as the mystery unfolds. Peter smashes Simon's phone. After Peter grabs Simon's phone from his history teacher, he tries without success to hack through the security code. It's clear that there is something on the phone that Peter wants no one to come across, and so he takes the drastic action of smashing it up. What is he hiding? Ken still thinks Sead is pregnant. Ken wakes up with no memory of the attack on him. Well, it would be a pretty short mystery if he could point out the culprit. Although he recalls the acrimony of the family towards him, there are certain things that he hasn't recalled, such as Sead's abortion. He still thinks she's pregnant, but this just makes Sead feel even more raw. Adam has an alibi, but is it true? Adam arrives at the hospital and everyone is surprised as they thought he had gone to Canada. When the subject of Adam's feud with Ken over the drugs comes up, he tactfully plays it down as much less than it was. But DSM-CKO wants to know more about the animosity, forcing Adam to admit that he never went to Canada, but he insists he was with Rosie. Will Rosie back up his alibi? Sead wants Ken dead. Refusing to visit Ken and saying it should be family only, Sead hits the bottle and Beth is alarmed when her niece bitterly exclaims that she wishes whoever attacked Ken had finished the job, as it's Ken's fault that her baby is dead. Are these signs of her own guilt? A voicemail puts Peter in the frame. When Peter gives Simon cash to buy a new phone, he doesn't expect that Simon can transfer the data after being reconnected to his provider. Simon finds a voicemail message from Peter on the night of Ken's attack, which is panicky and telling Simon that he has messed up and needs to get away. Will Simon share this with the police? Ken is afraid of his own family. Ken is forced to accept that a member of his own family is to blame for the attack on him, and while this is not something he wishes to confront, he becomes too afraid to be near them and stops them from visiting. When it comes to being discharged, Ken tells Roy that he is too anxious to go back to number 1, so Roy insists that he stays with him. Did Daniel kill Denise? DSM-CKO takes Daniel aside and asks him about the whereabouts of his mother, Denise. Telling Daniel that he lied convincingly for 6 years, it's clear that she is implying that he might have killed her. Could Ken have been a second victim of Daniel's temper? Tracy makes a discovery about Ken's will. Tracy tears open Ken's will and is fuming to discover that he has left almost everything to Adam, Peter and Daniel, leaving her with nothing. Adam is baffled as this is a different version of the will to what he saw. Nick suspects Peter. Nick is convinced that Peter was the one who attacked Ken and doesn't want Simon near him. When Nick comes across the incriminating message on Simon's phone, he plays it to Peter, Louie, Toya, Tracy and Adam, who listen in disbelief. How will Peter explain this one? Daniel prepares to flee. Daniel's nerves are left shot after DSM-CKO's insinuations about Denise, and he packs a bag, leaving Sead a note to say that he is leaving for good. As he prepares to flee, Sead intercepts him and begs him to reconsider. But is he also running away from his guilt over Ken? Chloe frames Peter. Peter admits that he went round to see Chloe on the night of Ken's attack to reject her and try and get her to retract her lies about him, which resulted in her cutting herself and threatening to report him for assault. After revealing that he broke Simon's phone as he was convinced no one would believe his story, Peter goes to see Chloe again and begs her to help clear his name over Ken and back up his alibi. But what will Chloe decide?